The 2026 FIFA World Cup will feature 48 teams, 104 matches, and more countries than ever before. Sounds simple. It isn't. Because millions of fans will watch this tournament and still have no idea what just happened. Rule 1. The tournament is bigger. A lot bigger. For decades, the World Cup had 32 teams. Now it has 48. That means 16 extra countries get a seat at football's biggest table. The mechanism is straightforward. More teams, more matches, more opportunities. But the consequence is enormous. Countries that used to dream about qualification might actually get there. Smaller football nations suddenly have a realistic path. The irony? A tournament created to find the best team is now inviting more teams than ever before. Growth solves many problems and creates a few new ones. Rule 2. The group stage changed. Again, 12 groups, 4 teams per group. Each team plays 3 matches. Win, 3 points. Draw, 1 point. Lose, 0. You know this part. The confusion begins after that. The top 2 teams from every group advance. So do the 8 best third-place teams. Yes, third place can survive. You can spend an entire group stage wondering whether your team is eliminated. They might not be. The consequence is obvious. More teams remain alive longer. More matches matter. More fans keep watching. The irony? Finishing third is now sometimes good enough. School teachers call that average. FIFA calls it progress. Rule 3. The knockout stage gets crowded. Very crowded. 32 teams enter the knockout rounds. Not 16. Not 24. 32. The mechanism is simple. The expanded groups feed into a larger bracket. Then it becomes single elimination. Lose once. Go home. The consequence is chaos. One good week can change a country's football history. One bad 90 minutes can erase years of preparation. The irony? After creating more safety nets than ever before, the tournament eventually returns to its favorite rule. Survive. Or don't. Rule 4. Qualification changes everything. This is the part most fans never see, and the part that changes football forever. More World Cup spots now exist across almost every continent. Africa gets more places. Asia gets more places. North America gets more places. South America benefits too. Even Oceania finally gets a direct route. The mechanism is mathematical. Increase tournament size. Increase continental allocations. Simple. The consequence is global. Countries that previously faced impossible odds now have genuine hope. More investment follows. More academies appear. More governments suddenly discover they love football. The irony? The biggest transformation happens before the tournament even starts. Rule 5. 3 countries are hosting. Not 1. 3. The United States, Canada, Mexico. 1 tournament. 3 hosts. The mechanism requires coordination on a ridiculous scale. Teams travel across massive distances. Stadiums operate in different countries. Fans cross borders just to follow a match. The consequence is historic. The World Cup becomes less like a tournament and more like a continent-sized event. The irony? Football's most global competition somehow became even harder to fit onto a map. Rule 6. More matches mean more money. Nobody likes saying this part out loud. But here it is. 104 matches create more tickets. More broadcasts. More sponsorships. More everything. The mechanism practically explains itself. More inventory. More revenue. The consequence funds football development around the world. At least in theory. The irony? The world's most complicated sporting event is also a business plan. A very successful one. Rule 7. The biggest change is not the format. It's the expectation. You grew up believing certain countries belonged at the World Cup, and others didn't. That assumption is disappearing. The mechanism is opportunity. More places create more participants. More participants create new stories. The consequence could reshape football's future. A nation nobody expects today could become a regular contender tomorrow. The irony? The strongest teams still want to win. But the tournament itself is no longer just about them. And that's the point. The 2026 FIFA World Cup will feature 48 teams, 104 matches, and more countries than ever before. Now you actually know what that means. You're welcome.